A lot of leaders walk around saying great job or well done to their team. Why do you say that actually makes them a lazy leader?
Great job and well done is the most generic type of recognition you can possibly give. There's absolutely no value to saying that. Like, if you say it to everyone, you might as well not say it to anyone. Like, recognition needs to be genuine. Recognition needs to be specific. And if you're just walking around giving the great jobs and the attaboys, you're just wasting time. You're acting like a cheerleader, and that's not what people want. People want a witness to the work that they're doing. Welcome back to the lab. Today, we're dissecting the recognition gap.
You've mentioned learning this the hard way yourself. Why isn't the paycheck enough? And what happens when your praises for that is just too generic?
Yeah, I'm speaking from a place of experience here, because when I got into leadership, I thought those well dones and those great jobs while you're walking around was enough. But when I truly asked my team for feedback, what they told me is like that it felt rehearsed. They said it really wasn't helping them. It didn't motivate them at the end of the day. And I had to be able to accept that feedback and truly understand and start to dive deep into what real recognition is. So generic praise is invisible. If you're just walking around giving these generic statements and these quick quotes, it's done. And what ends up happening is that when you do that, people start to feel like cogs in a machine, not a person who's actually being recognized for the work that they're doing.
It's easy for leaders to get so focused on the next target that they become, as you would say, recognition-anemic. How do we apply love and grace here?
Yeah. Admitting that you're recognition anemic and focused on the big move is probably the first step. When we get into leadership and we get into a place where the stakes are high, it's really easy to get focused on the big picture. You're looking, and that's what you're actually asked to do. You're asked to be a big picture leader, to think strategically. But what happens is you start to miss the little pieces that make that happen along the way. So grace is the admission. Like, I haven't really been truly recognizing the way I should. But then love is validation. It's truly making your team feel seen by not only yourself, but by your peers and other leaders. That's that giving that exposure to the great work that they're doing that goes a lot further than just saying, hey, great job.
So if we're going to be killing the phrase great job, what is the exact script leaders should use instead? Like, what are some verb-specific shoutouts that you would suggest?
Yeah, like literally, bang, bang. Kill great job, def to great job. The formula that I use that truly allowed me to start to understand what recognition should sound like is a pretty simple framework. And it should start with, I noticed. That phrase alone, I noticed, has so much more value because it tells the teammate that you were watching, but not in a creepy way, not like the creepy manager way, but in a, hey, I've been seeing the work that you're doing. So I noticed X, and that's a very specific action or a very specific impact that person is giving. And then you got to add in the piece that ties the loop together. And that's something that sounds like which resulted in and whatever the impact was, whether it was a great client interaction or an improvement on success metrics. So you're really going to start to show your team that you're watching not only what they do, but how it ties in to the success of the big picture. You want to truly do this, and you want to do it publicly so that you can, one, certify that excellence, like you're really telling them, like, listen, stamp of approval, you smash this, but then you also start to teach your team what you want them to repeat. When everybody hears that recognition comes for this action and that impact, that's what they're going to strive for.
What's the ultimate mindset shift here? What's the move away from the old ways of recognition into this new mindset of recognition? What would you say?
Yeah, the easiest way to put it is just you got to be an intentional witness. So you should be seeking out moments that matter. You should be looking for those opportunities to identify something that the people did and something that it impacted. So stop fluffing egos. Like that great job, that hey, you're awesome. Like that's ego fluff. Like get rid of it. Truly take time, be an intentional witness to your team's greatness. The more you do that, the more you're able to see the great works that they do, the more you're able to highlight the great works that they do, and the more your team will give back to you as a leader. As always, you know what I'm gonna tell y'all. Let's get to work. Follow, like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all.